Miraculous Magic Central, the power in you.
Sorry to keep you waiting. It took us a bit to put the twins to bed.
I understand. They had a rough day. Are rocket attacks against you common these days?
No. The whole point of the celebration today was to mark 5 years of peace.
Mostly peaceful. When the last tyrant lost his stranglehold on the planet, it made a few regional leaders, well...
overeager. King Shadow's former secret police, the Dark Presence, also work against us here in the capital.
But outside today, things really have been quiet. Mostly thanks to my queen.
A hero back from the dead is a tough act to beat.
The queen who kept the peace under King Shadow and through a coup d'etat does just that.
Yeah, well, that peace of yours is at an end. Something happens in this period of time that will destroy my time. 170 years into the future to be exact.
During this exact time? Are you sure?
Reasonably. Look, if you're doubting me because I attacked Sonic before...
You what? When?
It was 200 years ago. Well, 30 for you, but 200 for me, and
Guys! From one time hopper to another, trust me when I say that trying to make past and present sync perfectly is sometimes more trouble than it's worth.
Since when have you time traveled? How?
I'd rather not talk about it. You?
Trade secret.
Well then.
Anyway, I'm willing to bet that the disaster in your time is linked to the group that attacked you this morning.
The Dark Presence. They're holdovers from an old paramilitary group called the Dark Legion. They have 2 divisions, the Dark Eyes, in charge of espionage, and the Dark Hands, who do all the field operations. They've never done anything to endanger the world outside of destabilizing the government.
You're forgetting Lien-Da.
Who?
The leader of the Dark Presence and King Shadow's right-hand woman. When I took over, she disappeared and left her family behind.
Where is Lien-Da?
You're about 5 years too late.
Don't give me that! You're her only son! I know she's contacted you!
No, she hasn't. You and your cabal chased her out of my life!
You're covering for her! You're going to tell me everything, or so help me!
Bring it on!
Enough! Enough! Our families have fought enough as it is! Why don't you call on Selma? She's been trying to reach you for days.
Butt out, grandfather!
Please don't let the cycle repeat again.
Stupid grandfather, fishbowl for brains. Next I've taken you apart.
Would you care to explain why you're picking fights on my front step in the middle of the night?
I'm sorry, Great Uncle. I didn't come here looking for a fight.
I somehow doubt that. Whether it was Lien-Da or Rutan, you came here with something to prove. The apple doesn't fall far from the tree in your case.
I just feel like such a failure. My first time on duty without the Chaotix or my folks to back me up, and I completely botched it.
You're up against one of the hardiest terrorist groups Mobius has ever seen, my dear. And you were the one to defeat King Shadow.
And that's supposed to make me feel better how?
Because it illustrates how the odds are stacked against you, and how you have the power to face those odds. And when you are overwhelmed, that's when you call your friends.
If we're facing such a well-organized enemy, then we'll need the Freedom Fighters.
Sorry to burst your bubble, but the Freedom Fighters disbanded years ago.
Ugh, you gotta be kidding me.
There was worldwide peace under King Shadow despite his oppression, and I convinced them to stand down to preserve that peace when I began instilling my own policies.
In that case, would that make her the traitor? No, that doesn't fit.
I'm sorry?
I said, isn't there anyone we can call?
I suppose we could try calling the Chaotix back from around the world, but without a clear threat.
Well, there are a couple of former Freedom Fighters we were planning on meeting tomorrow. I'm sure we can count on the Prowers.
That has to be the fastest room service we've ever...
Miles! Daddy!
Primary target down! Moving!
I need
you kids to go find help. An EST officer, the Guardian, somebody. Mommy's gonna help Daddy.
Wait! Let us help!
Mom? I know. A little number I like to call. Let my husband go and I'll go easy on you.
Take her!
Get off!
Hey, take her out already! I can't hold her!
Wait, you...
Oh, my head. Okay? Yeah. Team E checking in. Adult guests are asleep for the night. Kids are having a night on the town.
Forget about them. Secure the room.
Yes, ma'am.
Dimitri's right. I wasn't looking for answers. I was looking to let off some steam. I wonder if Dad ever had just as bad temper. Huh? The dark presence. Just the kind of stress relief I need. Which is exactly the kind of attitude that almost got Rocket in King Sonic's face. Simmer down, girl. Let's put some of Uncle Espio's training to the test instead.
I don't know. I was expecting something different from this time period.
Hey, come on. We can make it work no matter what.
Perhaps if you gave us a little more detail beyond the world is going to end.
I do beg your pardon. If you'll be staying up, may I bring you any refreshments?
Thank you, but nothing for me.
Ditto. At this age, I just can't do the chili dogs at all hours anymore.
And you, sir?
No thank you.
Aren't you that brave and mysterious stranger? The one who saved our king with his amazing powers?
Well, I don't know about amazing or brave. I mean, I did, sure, but...
Well, we can't have a repeat of that, hero.
2 years is a long time to be a sleeper agent.
Don't worry, sire. The kids are safe in their beds.
He's all right. He's asleep.
Lien-Da probably wants to see us personally. Here's the plan. You take Sleeping Beauty here and the kids, and you lock yourselves in the panic room. I'll hold off the dark presence.
I served next to King Shadow for years. I've never taken to being a damsel in distress.
They shot a rocket at my head. They're gunning for me first. You can get our kids to safety.
And then sit around while you risk life and limb to play action hero again?
Yes! This kingdom and our kids are more important than me by a long shot.
Fine then.
Fine!
Be careful. Be safe.
I will!
Good.
Good! Sonic the Hedgehog, winning arguments for married men the world over. Lara Sue, don't tell me that you got them all already.
You need to be quicker, Your Majesty.
Well, watch it! Still got it.
That you do. You're gonna have to teach me that move.
Sure, it's all in the legs and... Uh-oh.
The security system has been turned against us. Lien-Da must have had some sort of backdoor into the security access codes.
And I told Knuckles he was being paranoid when he wanted to replace the entire security system.
She's probably initiated a full lockdown. What do we do?
We get out while we can and think of a plan.
What about the Queen and...
Sally has everything under control. They'll be safe. Now, let's do it to it!
Did you seriously use that line back in the day?
It's a classic! Or would you prefer hasta la vista, mister?
Only you could make me laugh in a situation like... Oh no.
What's up? Do you see a problem?
Signs of one.
King Sonic! King Sonic, help!
Skye, Melody, are you alright?
Yes, sir. You gotta help. A bunch of bad guys in black attack Mom and Dad.
They already got to the Prowers?
We tried to find help, but all the EST are busy with all the people partying, and we couldn't find anyone, and...
Shh. You did fine.
No! Mom dropped us off and we didn't go to help. We could have saved them.
King Shadow was just one guy. How are we supposed to take back the entire castle with the dark presence locked in? Maybe if we had the Prowers with us, but now...
Okay, time
Huh?
out! I know how these bad guys work. Your folks are asleep and probably tied up, but fine. Until we rescue them, I'll make sure nothing bad happens to you. Okay?
Alright.
Okay.
And Lara Sue will help out too because she's a guardian. and is going to pull herself together, right?
Yeah, sorry about that, sir.
Don't worry, half of Mobius is on the island right now for the party. There's bound to be somebody here we can recruit.
Right.
First up, we need someplace safe to fall back to.
I'm sure Argyle will help us hide out.
Who?
Uncle Vector's son. He's a good friend.
Sounds good. Lead the way.
All teams have checked in, Mark.
Then report, my dark eyes.
Miles and Mina Prower have been secured in their hotel room. All castle staff have been confined to their rooms. The security system is now at your command. The team monitoring it says they saw most of the royal family heading to an unknown section of the castle.
The panic room, I'm sure. They're locking themselves away for us, which is fine by me.
The king and the guardian are still at large, ma'am.
It doesn't matter at this point. Bring the chaos siphon and follow me. By the time they stage a counteroffensive, our mission will be complete. A fitting end to this pitiful regime. I don't care what stability she brought. I never liked the Queen. Things got done under King Shadow, and he appreciated what we did. The rest of the world might think things are better now, but they don't see the chaos on the horizon. We need strong, decisive leadership. Spare the rod, and you spoil the world. It's taken 5 years of R&D, but it'll be worth it. A world saved, and my family returned to me. Who was it that shaped the chaos fires that hold you? Knuckles, Miles, that horrible Kintabor woman.
We're all set. Inva's energy flow is steady.
Vitals are stable. Facial matrix is deteriorating. It's coming out of it.
At long last.
Lien-Da.
My sincere apologies for taking so long, Your Majesty. Let the reign of King Shadow begin anew.
Nothing can stop you now. No ghost to bring